Alright, today I'm reviewing Strafe, a new shooter slash roguelike that is out on PS4 and PC. So to get this out of the way, I'll just say it now. Strafe is badass. At least that's how I feel about it. Everything about it is badass. The visuals, the atmosphere, the weapons, the gameplay with slight puzzle elements, the gore, and the music. Even as I write this review, I'm listening to the soundtrack. Dear God, it's good. All songs for this game are by ToyTree. Get it now on Bandcamp, and the soundtrack was just released on Spotify. In addition, Strafe has a really cool tutorial. I know that's a weird point to bring up, but the tutorial includes these really cool FMV bits, and the game is given an odd filter over it during said tutorial.
Hello, and congratulations. You've obtained the lucrative job of Scout for the Class 9-6 spacecraft ICARUS. They're depending on you to locate safe areas full of valuable materials to scrap. It's a rewarding but physically demanding job, so let's begin with a quick health assessment before you begin your training.
By the way, Pixel Titans, you should add the option of putting the filter onto your game in the video section. I think that'd be pretty nice. So, as you may notice, Strafe looks a bit low poly. This is of course done intentionally, as the game is made to look like that of a mid-90s shooter. The game itself was marketed as though it came out in 1996. The developers go so far as to have the game available for purchase at the price of $19.96. Though Strafe looks like a wild 90s shooter similar to that of Doom or Quake, it cannot exactly be played like Doom or Quake. This is due to the fact that Strafe is, as previously mentioned, a roguelike. This means permadeath, which means you have to restart your run upon death. Strafe is not story driven, it is fun. When I say it can't be played like a typical 90s shooter, this means that you need to play smart, or at the very least be able to dodge well. You also need to manage resources like your health, your shield, and your ammo. These can be replenished at crafting stations, which turn scrap into ammo or shields. Scrap is a form of currency used at these crafting stations. You may notice I didn't mention that these crafting stations give you health. That's because they can't. Health is restored by random food stations that appear on the wall. These food stations carry a random amount of food cans that replenish 10 health each. If you're already at full health, grabbing a food will allow you to get a higher maximum health, but you need to grab 4 cans whilst at full health to do this. Scrap can also be converted into credits. Credits will also sometimes drop off of enemies the same as scrap, but scrap can also appear in chests. Credits are used as shops that appear after the second level in any stage. Shop items vary, but they do have some nifty items. Okay, I think I've talked enough about resources, so let's move on to weapons. You get 3 main weapons you pick at the start. There is a 4th weapon, but it's a meme. Let me demonstrate. It just beats the game for you, but you do get an achievement out of it. Anyway, the real weapons to pick from are the shotgun, the machine gun, and the railgun. They're all pretty self-explanatory. My personal favorite is the shotgun. These weapons can all be upgraded mid-run at upgrade stations. These stations either upgrade the primary or secondary fire. You can tell what type of upgrade you're getting based on the little graphic on each upgrade station. As far as I know, upgrades are free. Other than your long-standing weapon, you can also find extra weapons just lying around, usually next to a corpse or something. These weapons all vary but are one-time use and are disposed of when you expend all of its ammo. Some of these, when disposed, turn into an explosive of some kind or can just be used to bash an enemy over the head. That's weaponry covered, so let's get on to the actual settings of the game. There are 4 total stages, but 12 total levels. There's 3 levels per stage. These stages are the ICARUS, Black Canyon, the BURBS, and Athena. My favorite stage is Black Canyon. The setting is so cool and the music is banging. But my favorite part of the BURBS is Space Weed. I'm not going to get too spoilery with this review, not that there's much to spoil, but I will not be talking about the final boss and the ending of the game. Strafe is rather difficult, at least at first. I've beaten the game twice at this point in time after getting used to how things in the game work. I've loved pretty much every second of this game as it is wonderfully crafted and the devs are very tentative to bug fixes. There have been a total of 2 patches since the game's release, and the first patch was put up on the second day that the game was out. Pixel Titans are on top of it. So, should you buy Strafe? Well, if you love gory action, appreciate the aesthetic, like 6 soundtracks, and love roguelikes, then I would definitely say yes. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Let me know how this was. This is the first review I've done, like, legitimately, or like put a lot of thought into. I've done stuff in the past, but it was garbo. Anyway, this is actually the first kind of thing that I wrote a script for, so I hope you guys liked it, and if you want to see more, I'll try reviewing more games. Hey, you should buy Strafe though, I think it's a banger of a game. Thanks for watching, adios.